our friend Ashish Suyash, our own colleague and boss, Sri Samashwara Varghese, Srigarji, who is going to just join us on stage, and many friends who are sitting here, dignitaries from India and abroad, who has taken the bait. I know it was not easy in the last few days with the airline fiascos that are happening, but many people have taken the trouble to take multiple flights, multiple hopes to come together and join us for Huddling. And thank you everyone, thank you for doing that to begin with. My topic is entrepreneurs and bureaucrats huddling together. Frankly speaking, I did not understand what that means. Pradeep just gave it to me and asked me to speak about it. But I would like to talk about what happened over the last 10 years which shaped up the ecosystem of the state of Kerala, and how entrepreneurs and bureaucrats work together to get to where we are. My memories of the Kerala startup ecosystem actually goes back to, I think, 2004-5 or even 2010 time frames. When I remember a boy who was doing his college project wearing an exoskeleton and taking a picture and putting it on Facebook. So we used that exoskeleton picture and used it for a presentation for what we call as the IEDC nodal officers, which are the college nodal officers which help us with the entrepreneurship. And there was an IT secretary who was there on stage who immediately called this boy and said that I want to solve a social problem. And that social problem is that one of the persons passed away by getting into cleaning the manholes. And he asked this boy whether you will be able to make a robot that will solve this particular social problem. He immediately accepted. He went ahead and created a spider design to create what we call as Bandicoot, and created a company called Gen Robotics out of it. And then came the problem. You needed money to build this product. So what did the government do? The government actually went to Kerala Water Authority and created what is called an innovation mission and gave this boy 2 lakh rupees to build this product. The boy built the product, they used it, people were very excited about it. And then at some point of time, he wanted to scale and we needed money. So we introduced schemes like the innovation grant and the R&D grant and all the grant mechanisms that we have in place right now to support this boy for some time. The boy kept on building and the company kept on growing. And at some point of time, people needed more capital. So what did we do? We created probably what is the first fund of funds in India, wherein, I don't know if Anil is here and Manoj is here, 2 venture capitalists came and joined hands with us on the fund of funds scheme and put some 65 lakhs or close to 1 crore into this boy's company. That company then attracted investment from the likes of Anand Mahindra and Sridhar Vembu. And Sridhar actually came and visited this company when I assumed charge as the CEO in 2022. And that discussion, one discussion led to another. And Sridhar eventually had a meeting with the finance minister here and set up an R&D park in Kottarakara, which is his constituency. And as part of setting up this park, he also went ahead and started looking for companies into which he can invest into. And as a result, we had 100 crore worth of investment coming in from Zoho to a company called Netra Semi, which is probably the largest venture capital investment that has happened in a semiconductor company in the country. The point that I'm trying to make is networks do work. When you spend the next 3-4 days here, when you spend time with meeting people, trying to understand the ideas, trying to find how can you raise capital, trying to find how can you find a business, how do you go to the markets, how do you pitch your story right, it could result in something really, really big. And I urge each and every one of you who is sitting here to use the next 3 days to deliberate, meet with as many people as possible, and try and take one thing. And I keep telling this to people. Why am I attending Huddle? Why am I attending any conference? Because you will have one takeaway that you can take back to your life, and sometimes that one takeaway is going to change the way your life is going to be. So ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Huddle Global 2025. And I don't know, I'm so excited about having the 7th edition. Thank you so much.